Right, we'll roll into some of the best practice. So these are all industry best practices. They're taken from Cisco or different, security standards or books. They're just kind of summarized here, the kind of the top things you can do that would prevent all of this. So your unused switch ports. So what we like to see is any port that's not used, don't leave it in the default. Configure it as an access port and also set it to no negotiate so that even if a switch or a malicious person tries to connect to it and take advantage of that dynamic trunk protocol and establish a trunk, it won't happen. You would have to go in and undo that no negotiate, set it to auto, right? So it'll stop that dynamic switch trunk establish. You want to create an unused VLAN. So I usually call it all caps unused and make it like 999 or something. And you want to assign that to all of your unused access ports. You also want to explicitly prune that or remove that from the allowed VLANs list across your trunks so that even if it's left administratively up and somebody connects to it, they're placed in a VLAN that's not used anywhere. It's not allowed across the trunks, and they won't be able to communicate with anything until it's reconfigured. You want to administratively shut down that interface. So now, even if you failed at the first two things, it still protects you. It's unused. But but doing all three, it prevents you from suffering when somebody enables it or turns it back up. Well, now they're in an unused VLAN. The unused VLAN, it's auto configured as an access port. You still can't get through and do these or impact with availability. Building on that, so the trunk port. So not only do you want to prune this unused VLAN off, you want to prune all unnecessary traffic off of that VLAN. So understand your data flows, what things need to talk across those trunks, and remove whatever does not. You also want to create an unused VLAN that is used only for your trunk natives and then prune that off of the trunk. For spanning tree, you want to go through and understand what your architecture is, what that hierarchy needs to be, and define. I like to go through at least three down. So who is going to be my root, my secondary, and tertiary root bridges in an event, and set those priorities so that it's forced, that topology is forced. And then you want to make sure that you're not participating in root bridge election from access, things connected to access ports. So end devices should not be participating in spanning tree elections or like that red line gateway, equipment from a different vendor that it should not be participating in that. And then you're managing your VLAN databases. Don't copy and paste every VLAN that's used in your network to every single switch. Put the VLANs on that switch that are necessary for that switch.